Hey, how you doing? This is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com, the website where we help people just like you to get out of the loop of alcohol addiction without willpower, without rehab, without medication, without silly gimmicks. So if you are concerned about your drinking, you know where to go, StopDrinkingExpert.com. Sign up for today's free Quit Drinking webinar and you will get a copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, just as a gift for turning up. If you're new to this YouTube channel, then why don't you do yourself a huge favor and click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications. And if you wouldn't mind doing me a personal favor by clicking the like button, that would be appreciated as well. So there is a slight danger that I might get a bit ranty today. Forgive me. But what I've decided to do is to shine a light on some of the scammers out there and some of the misinformation that is being propagated to help people stay in the illusion of alcohol, stay in that perception that drinking poison is perfectly normal. And thank you to Nancy. Nancy, where was this? Let me just check what her surname is. Where is it? One moment. Nancy Deford. She just sent me an email last night saying, just a topic for you to think about. My daughter is 27 and her friends drink Truly and White Claw. They think it's a healthier choice because they're low on sugar and low on carb. A lot of people believe this. Maybe it's a topic for your YouTube channel. Good suggestion, Nancy. And I think, it's easy to look down your nose at people's beliefs about things like that when they're so blatantly not true. But it's not actually your daughter's fault or people's fault. This is the marketing message that is being spread by big alcohol, that there is healthier forms of alcohol. They're preempting people worrying, about drinking poison, and they're preempting people noticing that alcohol is having a negative impact on their life, and they're trying to kind of cut them off at the pass, trying to present a response to their objections even before they've got to them. So you may see that, alcohol is affecting your health. And so you'll go Googling and you will find articles that either reassure you that your health problem isn't so negatively affected by alcohol, or you will find articles suggesting that if you're worried about this specific area of your health, you should switch from this type of alcohol to this type of alcohol. And you know what that is? That's a psychological trick. You know that I'm a former stage hypnotist. I'm an expert in human behavior. I understand psychology. And that is what we call, in psychological terms, a presupposition. Now, a presupposition is a trick of language that appears to be giving you a choice. And you have had this used on you many times. Even when you were a child, right? Your mother or father might have said to you, and they may have done this unwittingly, but this is a powerful tool if you are a parent, right? You may have had your mom or dad come up to you when you're a kid and they say, do you want to go to bed now or in 10 minutes time? This is a presupposition. It appears to give you an element of choice in what's going on. But if you think about it, no matter which of those choices you go for, you get the goal of the parent, you off to bed. The chances are they didn't care if you stayed up 10 minutes longer or not, but they wanted to, railroad you into making that decision on your own. Do you want to go to bed now or in 10 minutes time? Isn't that clever? Well, that's exactly the tool that the big alcohol companies are using. They're not saying, okay, here's 3 options and one of them is quit drinking. They're saying, here's your options, and all of them involve you continuing to drink. That's evil. That's evil. When you know that people who are writing these articles and writing these marketing pieces know that people are genuinely concerned about their health, about their lives, about their families, and so on and so on. That's narcissistic. When you will blatantly ignore the harm that you are causing others just to make some money. And it's happening all the time. And I think it's my job to shine some light on it. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I just did a little bit of, Googling and found some examples. So what is the healthiest liquor for weight loss? I mean, it's a nonsensical question. It's like, what is the best poison to drink for a healthy life? What? So let's see what they suggest. Well, they go on about calories down here, and some alcohol has more calories than others. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So what is the best liquor for weight loss? Well, gin, vodka, whiskey, rum, tequila. You know what? Really? Let's just talk about this for a moment, okay? People get obsessed with calories, okay? And that they make a false assumption when it comes to alcohol, in that they compare things like pina coladas, which is obviously full of calories, to something like neat vodka, which has no calories at all. And so the assumption is, oh, well, vodka's better then. Well, not really, because that assumption is baseless, because you're forgetting the predominant reason that you put weight on when you drink. It's not the calories. It's the fact that your body now has liquid fuel in your blood, a poisonous, toxic liquid fuel that it must evacuate as quickly as possible. So when you drink alcohol, the 3-course meal that you had just gets stored as fat, because it doesn't need that energy. Your body does not need the fuel that you have eaten to sustain life. It has plenty of fuel available in the form of liquid fuel, which has the added pressure of being a poison and must be removed from the system as quickly as possible. So it doesn't really matter that you're drinking alcoholic beverages with less calories in them, because the effect of the alcohol on the way your body processes what you ingest remains the same. So all these articles about, hey, this is what you want to drink if you want to lose weight, is bullshit. It's nonsense. I'm not saying that this website's trying to scam you. I'm sure their intentions are good. But the truth is, this is a pointless article because of the way alcohol works. Look at this. The 10 best types of alcohol for people with diabetes. I mean, again, this article is not trying to sell anything. It's not trying to scam you. And I'm sure its intentions are good. I'm sure it's approaching this from the point of view of, look, the person reading this is not considering quitting drinking, so let's give them the next best option. I'm sure that's where they're coming from with this. And it goes through all the alcohols and which one you should use. But again, it's a kind of pointless article, because if you've got diabetes, drinking alcohol is a bit like playing Russian roulette. You might get away with it for a while, but eventually it's going to catch you out. I guarantee you, if you've got severe diabetes, at some point, if you continue drinking heavily, at some point you're going to have a serious episode triggered by the alcohol. So I know the intentions of this article are probably good, but you see how this, to someone who has confirmation bias, who has gone on the internet looking for evidence of why, despite their condition, they can continue drinking. Do you see why that this article on a health website is actually maybe doing more harm than good? Because if I've got diabetes, I'm a problem drinker, and I have no intention of stopping, and I find this website on a respectable health website, what's my conclusion? My conclusion is, okay, well, I can carry on as long as I do this. It's not the right advice. I'm sure buried in this article somewhere is a disclaimer of some sorts, like a conclusion at the end that says, really, you should stop drinking. But it will be hard to find, because it's not the point of the article. The other thing I wanted to talk about is these tablets and supplements that you find on sale on things like eBay and Amazon. I think you have to be very suspicious about these. Look at these. Anti-alcohol tablets, liver decleanse, no more drinks, craving control tablets. Look, I'm going to be a bit cynical here, but if these worked, they'd be mainstream. You'd see them everywhere. Your doctor would be suggesting them, wouldn't he? Why is it you can only find them on like eBay and on private stores and Amazon and stuff? And most of these are based on ingredients that have spurious data. I mean, all of these generally seem to be revolving around kudzu, which is an Eastern, like a Chinese herb, and milk thistle. And people have asked about milk thistle before. And indeed, I used to take a lot of milk thistle because I used to hope that it would protect my liver. And there is a chance that it does, but the research on milk thistle is really thin. So far, most of the data they have on milk thistle is done on rodents, and it shows a slight protective element from liver harm, but not connected to alcohol. It's from other forms of liver damage. So if you're taking milk thistle under the belief that this is allowing you to drink more or to carry on drinking, you are taking a huge gamble, because A, the best research you've got is not even done on human beings. And secondly, the conclusions of that research were debatable and probably highlighted that the protective factors of milk thistle were not to do with alcohol use. So most of these products are using milk thistle, which has debatable evidence behind it. Now, if you're taking this on the assumption that it's going to save your life, that's a gamble and a half, isn't it? You're using something that's debatable as your safety net. Trust me, I don't care whether physically or metaphorically, if you need a safety net, you don't want it to be a debatable safety net, do you really? Think about it. You're jumping out of a plane and you say to the instructor, you say, have I got a safety chute? And he goes, yeah, probably. It's the same thing. If you're using milk thistle, yeah, probably. You're probably getting some protection, maybe. Let me know when you die, eh? But look at this one here, right? It's from the Erectogen store. Okay, so I'm a little bit worried now. That doesn't sound too good. It doesn't get 5 stars, it gets 4 stars. What's it got in it? What's it got in it? It's got some B vitamins. Okay, that's not okay, fine. But a tiny amount of B vitamins, 20% of your RDA by the look of it. It's got 5-HTP, which could be dangerous if you're on antidepressants. Seems kind of strange that that's included there, to be honest with you. And it doesn't tell you how much 5-HTP is in there. It's got milk thistle in it. So what? Kudzu. I don't see anything here that would genuinely reduce your cravings. But let's just, it's 300 milligrams 5-HTP. You see, 5-HTP is not even legal in a lot of countries. You try and buy 5-HTP in Spain and you can't get it. You need a doctor's prescription because it's dangerous, because it interacts with antidepressants and causes something called serotonin syndrome. And serotonin syndrome is fatal. Basically, just a potted kind of explanation from as I understand it, and I'm not a doctor. 5-HTP creates serotonin. It is it's called 5-hydroxytryptophan. It's the precursor to the production of serotonin in your body. Antidepressants block the release of serotonin in your brain, and so you get this combination effect where you get too much serotonin in your brain, and it can be fatal. So it seems strange that a tablet that you can buy here, an effervescent tablet that you can buy on Amazon, has 5-HTP in it when it's not even legal in many countries. I think Ireland it's illegal. I think Spain it's illegal. So that's a little bit strange. But just looking at the reviews here, some of these look a bit suspicious to me. And I'm not saying they are. I can't confirm it, but lots of reviews from people with no profile details, and the wording them is strange. Bearing in mind, it's not. This is not a pill. It's an effervescent tablet, right? It's not a pill that you swallow. But look down here in the reviews. Let's have a look. Where did I see it? these pills are working fine right now. Well, it's not a pill. And I'm failing to spot it now, but several of these reviews all use the word pill. And I thought that was a bit strange that so many people would make the same mistake and refer to this as a pill. I think what has happened is it's shuffled the reviews since I first looked at it. So let's see if I can just find these because I think it's important. Here we go. It's a weird one. Look at this one. This product lowered my homocysteine levels to normal range at 1 pill per day. I mean, this guy claims to be doing blood tests to confirm that these tablets are working. Well, what blood tests can you do to confirm that a tablet with 20% of your RDA of B vitamins and then a spurious list of, I believe, non-testable additives are making a difference? There's no blood test for milk thistle. There's no blood test for 5-HTP. You can't go to a blood lab and say, oh, yeah, just run a test on my blood and see how much kudzu I've got going on, will you? So what is this all about? This is nonsense, isn't it? But what makes me most suspicious, he also refers to it as a pill. It's not a pill. And at least 25% of these reviews refer to it as a pill. And it seems suspicious that the wording and language and choice of words, look, these pills, it's going to kill me if I don't find some more use of the word pills. I can't find it. But anyway, I don't know about this product. I don't know if it works. I'm suspicious of the claims. And from my experience of buying this sort of nonsense back when I was a drinker, nothing ever worked for me. None of this stuff made the slightest bit of difference. Anyway. Oh, here we are. Look. Once a day pill is so convenient. Look at the wording of this. I love this product. On my second bottle, once a day pill is so convenient. I do feel difference with my liver since I started the first bottle. So now I don't want to stop using it. Had a slight issue and experienced amazing super fast customer service. I highly recommend the product and the company that stands behind it. What a load of horse shit, Stephanie. What a load of bullshit that is. That's the worst written review I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, look, that's hilarious. I just wanted to share that with you and remind you that there is no silver lining to drinking poison on a daily basis. If you go searching on Google, you will find it everywhere. You will find good news stories everywhere. You will find out, according to Facebook and stories I've seen on there, that gin is good for your mental health. You'll find out that whiskey is good for weight loss. You'll find out that this and that, and it's all nonsense. It's poison in a pretty bottle, and that's all it is. There's no way that it can be good for you. In the same way that a punch in the face can't be good for you. You know, I could punch you in the face every day. At no point would you ever be able to find a genuine reason why that was beneficial to you? And that's what you're doing when you're drinking poison. You're basically just beating yourself up every day. And then you're going on Google and looking for reasons why you can continue doing it. It's insane. And that's why my program is based around this mindset change, this mentality change, that you step outside the bubble of unreality, outside of the nonsense, and you wake up and you start seeing this for what it is. A very nasty, evil trick that is being played on millions of people around the world. So a little bit of a different video today. Excuse me if it was a bit meandering, but thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Have a happy, sober weekend. I'll see you Monday for another video. Don't forget, Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we all get together and have a very powerful weekly meeting where we support each other, encourage each other, applaud each other, and you can ask me anything at all in these live sessions, Wednesdays, 9 a.m. If that sounds good to you, it's completely free. Subscribe to the channel now and hit that notification bell. See you in the next video.
Imagine waking up tomorrow. No hangover, no feelings of guilt or regret, just full of energy and vitality. That goal is not only possible, it's easily achievable. Find out how 200,000 people just like you have rediscovered their happy, sober lives using the Stop Drinking Expert program. Reserve your place on today's free Quit Drinking webinar and get a copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, as a free gift just for turning up.